Hey guys, how you doing? My name is Rich Guzman. I want to thank you so much for stopping by my video today. In today's video, we're going to be talking about Abraham Hicks and why this person was one of the main reasons my life changed. So be sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and don't forget to click on the notification bell. That way you don't miss a beat when we upload valuable content just like this for you. So guys, right now I'm hanging here at the lake, and it's a beautiful lake here, a beautiful day. You know, people thought it was going to rain. I had a feeling that the rain was going to actually pass by us, so I know it spared us. So it was a great day to create some content, and not only that, but the sun's not beaming, so it's not too hot because it is a little muggy. But I want to talk about the story today when it comes to Abraham Hicks. Now, when we actually think about the law of attraction, right, we have to think about what does it really mean, you know, the law of attraction. Everybody talks about the law of attraction, right? Well, I believe in things in, you know, energetic form. I believe in whatever you put out, you know, you get back, right? But you know, it's like, it's not just the energetic side of things, but it's more the physical side as well. If you combine both of those, then you got a powerhouse that you can literally change your life. Now for me, I actually changed my life back in 2008, okay? Because what happened was, I actually, let me get through this road over here. I actually, back in 2008, it was in the summer, I think it was like July, I ended up having an opportunity to see Abraham Hicks in person. And the place was in Stamford, Connecticut. And this was very exciting, and I took the opportunity to, you know, to do it. And I'm so glad I did. Because at the time I was, you know, playing music in a band, and we were in the middle of the studio. We were finalizing our second CD of the recording. So we were about to do mix sound. If you guys don't know what that means, that's just doing the leveling on the sound. And what happened was, we went to Stamford, Connecticut, and we went to see Abraham Hicks. And I had the opportunity to raise my hand and ask to get on the hot seat. So I don't know if you guys know what the hot seat is. It's, you pretty much, if you get chosen, you go to the top, in the front of the stage with Abraham Hicks right in front of you, and it's just one-on-one, you and her and the whole crowd behind you, okay? So she said that you would actually know if you're going to get picked when you raise your hand. So I actually raised my hand, and for some reason I had a feeling like, oh boy, here it comes. And she actually chose me, and she says, you gentlemen over there on the left, I need you to come up here. And I went up there and I sat down, and I started, you know, feeling really weird because, you know, I've been watching Abraham Hicks for a while, and, you know, you see the hot seat and everything else like that, and then I finally, you know, got chosen to go up there, and then, you know, you see it with other people, and then it's finally you know, it's definitely pretty wild. So I get up there, and she starts communicating with me, and she starts asking me questions. And here I am, you know, answering the questions, but not only that, but opening up to her and letting her know that, you know, I have these problems I'm trying to resolve. I'm not happy with my life, and, you know, I'm looking for a change. You know, I want a big change here, you know. And what she gave me that day was something very remarkable. After I communicated with her, that day was really weird, guys, because the world didn't look the same to me. Every thought that I was thinking about didn't seem the same to me. It was more like it was heightened, right? It was like really, really heightened. And I started paying attention to what was going on, and what, you know, what I was feeling and what I was experiencing. And what I noticed is that when I got back home, okay, I knew that it was time for me to make a change. And when I made that change, I decided to become an entrepreneur. Because I knew there was something bigger in store for me. I knew there was something, you know, better. And I knew there was just time for me to just live my life and you know, with the fullest potential as possible. And it was amazing to me because from that one trip that I took over there, I made a decision to just start an online business, leave the band, right? And the reason why I left the band is because they wanted to fire the drummer after the recording, and I didn't want to go back to the basement for 2 years and start all over again. You know what I mean? You're not, you know, I'm getting older, I'm not getting any younger, right? So so I'm going to focus on what's in store for Rich. So, and I believe that when going to Stanford and communicating with Abraham Hicks, especially on the hot seat, it was definitely meant to be. Because I made that change, I made that decision. And so I walked out the studio that night and I signed up with my first online business. And from there, I started a whole new world. I started a whole new journey. And I knew that I wanted to attract different things in my life, right? You know, I said attract things in your life, the law of attraction. And what was happening is I started thinking about, you know, they call it the mind's eye. You know, thinking in your mind eye, like, you know, with a visual, what do you want? You know, and what do you know, how do you see yourself? And it's kind of like painting a canvas of your life. And the first step is like, well, you know, I want to just get out of here, you know, right? Like here, this is where I, you know, I live and grew up and everything. And I just wanted to get out of here. I never really went anywhere. And so I said, I want to travel, I want to see different places. So that was the vision, that was the thought, that was the, you know, in the mind's eye, creating that really powerful vision. But she said, when you have a vision, don't create a vision just by having a vision. Attach your emotion to that vision. Because if you connect with that vision in a more, a stronger way, right, attaching your emotion, you're going to start seeing things differently around you start to change. And I'm telling you guys, you know, I really believe it because I made that decision, you know, and that's what I chose. And after a couple years, well, actually 1 year, I earned my 6 figures in my first company. And I was so amazed, and I was so excited. Now that first year, you know, you didn't know anything, right? You're just learning, you're just getting yourself off the ground, understanding the terminology, understanding the skill sets, you know. And then after I made all that income, I lost it all. And then I never gave up because I remember all the lessons I've learned, and also remember what she said. It's like, it's really up to you. You know, when you want to go downstream, you'll know when you're going downstream, but also you'll know when you're going upstream. And upstream is you're going, you know, through the current. You don't want to go against the current, you want to go with the current. And I noticed when I was struggling after I lost my first business, and if you know, I got more information on that story in a video that I'm going to post right here, you guys can check it out. And I remember when that happened, I remember just staying on track, even how difficult it was and how hard it was because I was struggling. I kept focusing on the vision, kept focusing on that vision over and over and over and over, and I never stopped. And in 2016 had a huge breakthrough. Then I started traveling again, started seeing even more beautiful places beyond what I saw in my first travels. And I said, I'm the one that's responsible for my own fate. I'm the one that's responsible for me to actually have a life that most people probably dream about. Being free, not having a boss, you know, kicking your 9 to 5 to the curb, living life on your terms. Most people in the world, they want that life. They don't want to be tied down to a job or tied down to a boss or being told what to do. And that's a life that I live right now, and I'm really grateful for it and everything. But I learned a lot through Abraham Hicks with the law of attraction, going downstream, staying in the vortex, and it makes a really big difference. You're the one that causes your problems. You're the one that causes all the disruptions in your life. When things are not going well and things are not going right, it's because you are the one that made it that way. And even though you don't think that, it's because you don't understand. Because you're in a different state of mind. Your state of mind is telling you that, no, it's not my fault, no, it's not my fault, no, it's not my fault. The hardest thing, guys, is to be honest with yourself when you make a mistake. Because people that have an entitlement mentality, They always want to blame everything else and every other circumstance but not themselves. You have to start learning to blame yourself and take, you know, massive responsibility and say, look, I made a mistake, I'm going to own up to it, and I'm going to figure out how to not make that mistake again. And that really will determine your fate in your future, in your life. And that's just a few lessons that I learned along my journey, you know, with creating success and everything. And you guys who are listening to this video right now, you're listening to this video right now, and you probably heard of Abraham Hicks. Let me tell you, if you have not seen Abraham Hicks, I highly, highly recommend that you get a chance to visit Abraham Hicks. If she's got a seminar going on, she's got something going on, I highly recommend that you just go. Okay? You're gonna have two choices. The first choice is like, I don't want to go. That's not for me. The other one is like, you know what? I'm gonna do something that I usually never do. I'm gonna take a chance. And take that chance, guys, because that one decision could alter your life, okay, in a way that you never dreamed possible. I mean, look at my life. You know, I'm able to do the things that I love, build the business that I love, you know, have a great relationship with a woman I love that we just got engaged. You know, I have a great son, you know, that God, you know, brought to me. And, you know, I'm just very grateful and very blessed. And everybody that has always been in our circle, everybody that has always been around us, you know, we love you guys. We appreciate you. You guys, our audience who watch us on video, you know, listen to our posts on Facebook, you guys are so important to us, because without you, we wouldn't have an audience. And we just want to thank you for actually being here with us and listening to our content and everything else like that and getting value. And there'll be a lot more videos coming up soon, guys. And so you guys have a great day. I'm gonna head home. Looks like the clouds are starting to get a little more thicker. Maybe it might rain now. And I'll see you on a new video very soon. Take care, guys. Bye now.